That's what good pussy sounds like.
Guys, Mr. T back, and in this one I'm coming at you guys with a dual commentary with the man himself, Dave the Rave. The guy who sort of shaved everything off his face, you know, that is Dave. But today,
it wasn't my fault.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking about something that has been, I think, a pretty hot topic in the community lately, and that is what Black Ops 3 Zombies is missing from the old Call of Duties. Now, I have a full list of things that I have here that I've written down on my phone. I also have the devil's advocate sort of opposition towards this whole topic, but the first thing I wanted to bring up, which I know this might be funny, Dave, this is the whole Nazi zombies is missing, and I was thinking about that whole Breaking Bad thing. I don't know if you've seen Breaking Bad, but there's this...
I've seen some of it. I've seen the first season, I think.
Okay. I don't know what season this was in, but there's a point in the season where it's Jesse and his friends talking about Call of Duty Zombies, and they're trying to... It's so dumb. I saw it on the subreddit recently, and it was about what zombies game was better, and they were just saying, oh man, you know, Call of Duty World at War Zombies was better because of Nazi zombies and stuff. So you know what, that could be a possibility, that people don't really like Black Ops 3 Zombies because there's that sort of old-esque appearance that isn't showing up. So I don't know, what do you think about that?
Well, it's a case it's a case of like ignore the giant completely.
Yeah,
because most people don't have the giant. Only
for
kind
sure.
of
Yeah.
Most people are like us, and not most people like us. We have the giant because we pre-ordered and it was like getting everything.
yeah.
We're like, give me all the pre-orders. So what I think it is that most people are used to Shadows of Evil, and let's be honest, Shadows of Evil is gone from being like cool zombie survival mode to ultra demon Easter egg hunt.
Oh, for sure.
That's what it is.
Yep.
That's what it is. And like before, it was so simple. In Black Ops 1, I think Black Ops is like World at War is like the Silver Age, and like Black Ops 1 is like the Golden Age. And Black Ops 2 is like the Bronze Age. And like we kind of had this whole like just simplicity to it. Like it was only about surviving, and the Easter eggs were kind of like second, just in the background, kind of there if you wanted to do them, and for people to discover, which is really cool.
Well, yeah, and I think, honestly, man, that says something when people want to play a map that is, what, like 8 years old and more than Shadows of Evil. So I think it's just because people are simple, and that's what Treyarch underestimates, which is why I believe they went towards the direction of Dreisendracht for DLC 1, which is going to be pretty interesting because with all of the DLCs for Black Ops 3, there isn't a zombies team and a campaign team. It's just Jason Blundell's team, okay?
Yeah.
So whatever the first DLC is, it's going to sort of set the tone for what every single DLC for Black Ops 3 Zombies is. So I'm very interested into how they played out for Dreisendracht, and I'm kind of worried already because they've dropped subtle hints of putting in the Apothicans, and I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah, those drawings on the floor.
Yeah, and on the church murals and stuff, they're just...
it's like more demons. It's like, why?
Yep.
Why? Like, that's the other thing about the Nazi stuff that you were talking about earlier. It's that we know that Nazis are bad. They are super bad.
Exactly, yep.
But like, I know it seems crazy about, oh, but demons are bad and all this stuff. Yeah, but they're also like, they also help you. Like, Shadow Man helps you. I know he doesn't really help you, but if you haven't got that far on the Easter egg, which trust me, I got a friend, right? He works at the same place where I work. He loves zombies. And I'm talking about he loves zombies as much as I love zombies, but he's not very good, okay? And he can't even like open the pack-a-punch. If he opens the pack, I think he's opened the pack-a-punch once. And he's been playing it solidly. He hasn't changed the disc in his PS4.
Yeah.
He's literally been playing it solidly. And he's only been able to pack a punch once. That's crazy. That shows how like silly something like that is, because why make a map where you make it such a chore to like pack a punch and get those swords, and even though we're still discovering things now, which is amazing, they've put too much emphasis on hiding stuff. Like,
well,
does that make sense?
exactly. That's what I was going to say. I feel the game itself is too complex because I stopped playing Shadows of Evil for about 2 or 3 days. And when I came back on, I was super hazy. I was like, whoa, what do I even do? Like, it's like you have to be in a certain routine to actually make the
Yes.
map playable, which I really dislike because when I was watching your old around 109 Kino gameplay,
Yeah, you said about this.
Yeah, I posted this on Twitter. You can go about that round 100 gameplay any way you want, but on Shadows of Evil, it's very sort of routinely. You either go in one spot and just hoard over here, or you do another thing. But in Kino, you can hoard around the whole map if you wanted to. You know,
Do you know the
It's
funny
just
thing?
Crazy, yeah.
You mentioned that, right? At the same time, 2 other YouTubers were doing round 100 runs on Kino at the same time that I was doing it, which was one, Syndicate, and
Yeah,
the second
yeah.
one was Relaxing.
Oh,
and Relaxing developed this technique where he wouldn't get, like, Jug. He would, like, not turn on the power, get the Thunder Gun, and train in the starting room. And he could get to, like, round 100 in, like, 6 hours. It was amazing.
That's unbelievable.
It was, like,
wow.
incredible. And he was doing that, and he was shouting me out, and then Syndicate was shouting me out, and then Relaxing shouted Syndicate, and Syndicate was like, oh, go look at Relaxing. And it was all like this whole thing. And we were all doing different techniques. So I was doing a technique where I manipulated the spawn so that I would never get touched. I was playing the game with one hand. I'm not even kidding.
That's
I was playing at some
unbelievable.
points. I was playing with one hand. Tom was doing his running around the gun strategy on the top of the thing, and Relaxing was doing a starting room strategy. We were all using different strategies. For Shadows, it's literally get everything in the Easter egg done on solo up until the point you can, and then everybody trains down below where Pack Punches.
Yeah, there's no versatility to it, and I think Blundell, he liked how he, I think what he really enjoys with zombies is integrating this sort of campaign aspect to it. So like
Yes.
collecting things, doing this, putting them in one spot, putting them in another spot, which is great and all, but the thing is, with the campaign mission, it gets boring. You play that campaign mission over and over and over again, which is not
exactly.
zombies. You know, zombies is something that, okay, you're on the same map and everything. It's like a campaign mission, but you can take it any sort of way that you want to. And that's what I feel Shadows of Evil is missing in a way, because you can't do that, because if you don't take it in a certain way, you're immediately limited and you just cannot play Shadows of Evil. So, like, I even saw a Vanos gaming video recently, and it was really funny just because he was playing the game and he was just like, dude, like, there's you threw out the little Arnie's and the Mars Stogwa, and then he just had a sort of epiphany. He was like, dude, this is not zombies anymore. This is like octopus zombie shit. So it's like, I thought that was super funny. But another thing I want to talk about is the game too easy? Do you think Black Ops 3 Zombie is too easy, or is it too difficult?
Honestly, Black Ops 3 Zombie, I've been having trouble with Black Ops 3 Zombies in challenges, particularly.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Because, and I know quite a few other people have as well, because the zombies, they've changed the way the health works, which is really dumb.
It's a pain. Oh my
Which is really dumb.
goodness.
And I know that seems silly, but it changes the game entirely. Because instead of being able to, you know, shrug off. In fact, you know what would fix it, actually? Ignore the health. The health is a problem, but more bigger than the health is the swipe stopping sprinting mechanic.
And if you're crouched, there's no hope. You're done.
No, you're
done,
dead.
dude.
You're dead.
Yeah.
If you're crouched, which sounds kind of weird, but you do crouch. Like, you do jump crouches quite a lot to get through little spaces.
And sliding
as
well. Exactly.
Yeah, and sliding. So there is actually a reason to crouch. There's always been a reason to crouch. If you jump and crouch, your hitbox becomes smaller. So why the hell wouldn't you jump and crouch when you're trying to get past a big horde of zombies?
Exactly.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, if you haven't played it enough to realize yet, when you're sprinting in zombies in the older games, you would sprint, and if you got hit, you'd take damage, but you continue sprinting. In Black Ops 3, if you get hit while sprinting, you stop sprinting, which means that you get hit
dead.
again.
You're pretty much literally, people. I've seen so many clips where people are sending me they get killed by one zombie just because of how fast they swipe. It's unbelievable, and the way they tried to cope with it by giving you a 3-hit to down, like without Juggernaut, I don't think that's the best way to cope with it. But one last thing I wanted to talk about was the community. Now, the community nowadays is very, very different from the community back in Black Ops 1. You have to realize that, because
Oh god, yeah.
I feel that the society in which we're in, we always expect more. Even though Shadows of Evil, they've been working on it for years, we always expect more. And when Kino came out and when Ascension came out, we just loved it because they were able to give it to us. So that's why I feel, in a way, there's a lot of hate on Shadows of Evil just because of the garbage Call of Duties we had to endure to get to this. So that is one thing. And also, just, I don't know. I feel, honestly, if Treyarch were to just bring back Grief, or just to bring back some other type of co-op game mode for zombies, I think the community would settle down. It's just, I don't know what their idealism is.
I've got it. I've got it. Okay. I've got it. This is it. This is going to fix zombies, okay? Classic mode. So basically, classic mode. So basically, in classic mode, instead of having to turn on all the power for each perk, there is just a power switch that you can turn on. That will turn on all the perks. And to get to and instead of, you still have to do stuff to get to the Pack-a-Punch or turn the Pack-a-Punch on. But to get to it isn't as arduous as like having to unlock all of the different things with when you become Tentacle Monster Man. Treyarch fell into the trap of thinking more is better.
Yeah.
Give me more. Yeah. More isn't necessarily better. It's just more. It's just more. More doesn't mean,
you know. More, exactly. Yes. There's a lot of custom zombies maps like that. And another thing is, with Shadows of Evil, I feel they just took the wrong direction. They focus on those Easter eggs that just take forever and ever to do, and some of them are completely useless, like the trip mine. Like, it's
the trip mine donuts.
Yeah, well, it's cool. It's a cool effect, but it's like.
Yeah.
And I'm very interested to see how difficult it is to upgrade this Mars Dogma, because I know even right now it's not even worth it for the stuff that people have had to do to like even figure out some of the steps. It's pathetic.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
So
you may as well get Ammo-matic or something, or not Ammo-matic, or one of the ammo gumballs or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's just
save your time.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I got through everything that I needed to do. Again, I would be very interested to hear what people have to say that are just going into Black Ops 3 Zombies. Like,
same here.
Whole opinion about it. Is it too easy, too complex? And why I said it was too easy was just because of some of those gumballs. Like, oh my goodness, like that antithesis one.
And alchemical antithesis.
It's.
Oh my god, that's so OP.
And for it to be a classic, it's
I know.
Honestly unbelievable.
That should be a mega. That should be a mega right away.
Yep.
Oh dear.
And well, because it's better than the max ammo Mega Goblin.
It is.
And it's a classic. I don't understand that.
I do, yeah. The last thing I want to say is to mix Mr. T Lexify's subscribers. For me, I want you in the comment section down below to write what you think can save Black Ops 3 Zombies, because I had this discussion with my subscribers 2 years ago when Black Ops 2 was released and Transit came out. I said, what will save it? Because I'm playing multiplayer. I'm playing multiplayer at the moment, and I do not want to be touching those zombies.
Well, I actually have a tweet right here that says, he's like, okay, Lex, you've said this before. If you don't like Black Ops 3 Zombies, go play old zombies. But the thing is, man, Black Ops 3 Zombies, if you're not doing it in a sort of routinely fashion, it's almost unplayable. So that's why, guys, I'm saying...
Yeah.
I feel they're going into the right tracks here. Treyarch has understood that, you know what, Shadows of Evil might have been too much. Let's go. Let's bring it back into something people love. They probably even added those rockets just to say, you know what, man, we're putting an Ascension sort of Doris type of vibe here. And Origins too. So I think Isaac is going to be either going to be a major hit or a major miss. So... Who knows?
If you want a perfect balance between Easter eggs and survival, Origins and Mob of the Dead are the perfect balance.
Perfect. Yep. Mob of the Dead, people would even say is better just because it's...
I would. Yeah.
It's more... Like, it has cool aspects to it, but it's not overcomplicated like Shadows of Evil, where if you don't do everything in the beast mode in Shadows of Evil, you're done.
Yeah, exactly. You're screwed. Like round 10, goodbye.
Yep. But guys, I want to thank you so much for coming in. I know this is a sort of different video I've been doing on my channel, but I think this video really needed to be created just because of the amount of people sort of bringing this up on Reddit and just in my comment section, and I think this was a great topic. I want to thank Dave for coming out It's been a pleasure talking about this, but thank you guys so much for watching. Go check out his channel. Go check out my channel if you're watching it here. I don't know where you're watching it, but it's all good. Thank you guys again. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you the next one.